Hello, and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with me for this topic of how to find your mission in life. A great topic. And the good thing is that I basically do not understand why people cannot find their mission. Maybe there are some misconceptions that we need to address. So let's start with it. We are going to talk about how to find your mission. Let me get closer to you actually and to the microphone. I hope you hear me better. So I don't know why people cannot find their mission and calling. Maybe misconceptions are obstacles. We have to overcome them on this call. There is no time for you to look for your mission for years. There are 3 lists that you have to make analysis, use ChatGPT. Thank you for your likes and hearts. I see someone is giving hearts. Thank you so much. That's for you. This is for you. So I don't know why people are struggling. Maybe my calling is to help you to find your calling, because for me it's very easy. You have 3 lists that you have to cross check and analyze. Very simple, and we're going to go through it. We have in the chat Oriomi Jinat, our very good friend and caller, and we have the call open. So if you want, you can call in and I will tell you when you can join and share your ideas. So about the mission, let us just straight away go into the slides. You know what I have noticed in my live broadcasts, which I analyze, that sometimes I take too much time to get to the topic. And before I start, of course, I must ask you to subscribe, because we have a goal of 1,000 subscribers. That's a closest goal. It's not the final goal. We're going for 1 million. What does it mean to subscribe? It means that you want to become a creator on a mission, and you are subscribing to the idea that you want to become a creator on a mission. That's what you are subscribing to. And of course, I provide you tools. I equip you to become a public figure, famous, and to become a creator on a mission that leaves legacy. Even after you are gone, they will be your products. Don't you want this? So go and subscribe and call all of your friends who are interested in this. Of course, don't call those who are not interested. We just need people of the same mind over here, and we're going to grow together. So I'm going back to how to find your mission. And as I promised, I will just start straight away. And let us start with the quote of Viktor Frankl that actually explains it all. Who is Viktor Frankl? Viktor Frankl was living in the concentration camps created by Nazi Germans to destroy Jews in the Second World War, and he was living there for some years, and he survived. Very small amount of people survived there. Except of surviving, also he was a professional psychiatrist. Except of surviving, he also have understood how to find your mission and how to live on a mission. And that's what he is sharing. And this is, in the nutshell, it explains everything. So everyone has his own specific sorry, let me just make it bigger. I don't see what I'm reading to you. So everyone has his own specific vocation or mission in life, you including. Everyone must carry out a concrete assignment that demands fulfillment, where he cannot be replaced, nor can his life be repeated. Thus, everyone's task is unique, as is his specific opportunity to implement it. So, and I will explain it to you. There is no another person with the set of skills that you have. There is no other person with talents that you have. There is no other person with temperament that you have. There is no other person with life experience that you have. There is no another person with exactly the same view on the world. It's just impossible. And that's why everything that you create is unique. This is what I teach actually people on my book writing course, is that you are creating unique product because there is no other person that can look at the things the same way. So your mission is unique. It's not like others. You can find people that have similar vision, mission, and calling and cooperate with them. That's fine. But your mission is unique and no one can take on this mission. For other people, your mission is impossible. Other people cannot do your mission. So, what's mission is something that, some problem, some misconception in the world, something that needs resolution in the world, or some lack of knowledge, lack of understanding, lack of technology, lack of goodwill to make a change. And you are equipped for this. Maybe you are not equipped enough, but you already was born with some equipment, which is your character. You're not born with character, but you are born with your temperament. There are a unique set of things that you have, and only you can accomplish it. So there are people who will not listen to me, but they will listen to you. Exactly the same thing. If we are saying the same thing, we're just sitting like next to each other and saying the things. Some people will listen to you, some people will listen to me. They will not just understand me because we don't have the same life experiences. I will not be able to knock their door, they will never open this door. You are the only one that can make the person open the door. So there are people who are waiting for you specifically. Your mission is irreplaceable. Why do I bring up this quote of Viktor Frankl? Is because that's in a nutshell what's your vision. You have to understand it cannot be replaced. No one can do it instead of you. So what does it mean? If you do not find your mission, if you don't accomplish your mission, people who would benefit from your mission, they will suffer. They will not get what they were supposed to get from you. And even now, when you are busy doing other things, they are suffering. They are waiting for you to reveal your mission and to become visible. They are waiting for the life, they are waiting for the light in their life. It's not that everyone is in the darkness, but there are some areas of our lives that only one person can light it. Everything that we know, we have learned from someone. There were parents who taught us things. There were teachers who taught us things. But there are some people who didn't never revealed themselves. So you never learned those things, and you made mistakes, and you got in trouble because you didn't know those things. So your mission is important, and we are, as creators on a mission, we must find this mission, because YouTube channel, books that you will write, social media and content that you will create, it has to be aligned with your mission. This is what people are waiting for, and this is what will make you popular, because people are sharing what helped them. They are going to share your posts, they are going to share your YouTube videos, they are going to share the links to your books, or buy and give a gift to their friends of your book. Because you have a unique solution, you have unique outlook. Of course, it doesn't mean if you write the book tomorrow using ChatGPT or any other AI, you will become on demand straight away. There is a way you have to go through, and this is where everyone gets confused. You think that if things are not working out right now, then maybe this is not my mission. And this is where I don't understand why people cannot find the mission, because it takes time. You can identify the direction today and just move to this direction. And it's easy. There are just 3 lists that you need to make. Then you combine them, you work on them. You can even use ChatGPT to analyze them, and you are done. You are good to go. So let's go into those lists. Okay, so first, list your talents. List your talents. And here is another Franklin, which is like not Franklin. I mean, previous was Frankel, and now we have Franklin, but they are close together. Just give me a sec. While I was doing this thing, did you read what I have here? This Benjamin Franklin quote. I am curious. Did you? Write in comments. What do you think about this? Hide not your talents. They for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? So what's sundial generally? Sundial is what you see on the picture. Sundial is the old ancient watch. This is what they used to see the day, which hour of the day it is. This is what they made to use to understand when they meet for a live broadcast. Oh, sorry. In ancient times they didn't have live broadcasts. Well, they were meeting live, so it's similar, right? So that's what they were using. However, the sundial, the sundial doesn't work if you don't have the sun, because it's a sundial. Very simple. Because the idea of sundial is to have a shade. So this one thing that sticks out in the middle, it gives a shade, and this shade shows the direction. Your talents is this one thing that sticks out, and the shade shows the direction. So Benjamin Franklin was trying to say that if you hide your talents, if you don't think about your talents, if you do not analyze which talents you have, you will never find your mission in life and your calling. You will never understand this because you don't think about your talents. What is it that you can do easily, with which other people struggle? For example, I know Oriyomi Jinad. She is good at sales. She can sell the air, literally. She can sell the light without the lamp. Am I right, Oriyomi? You can sell anything, right? You can sell anything. And Oriyomi, that's your gift. That's your talent. Oriyomi is saying yes. That's your talent. Other people struggle with it. I have trained my students to sell, and they still can't sell. They cannot overcome the fear of being judged or something like this. Or just maybe, I don't know. It takes time for people. It's okay. You know what? I've been also through this. I couldn't sell because when I was a teenager, I was selling stuff, and then my classmates, they were laughing at me and judging me and calling me names for selling. So I started to be afraid to sell. And later in life, I have identified how, like, this is my talent. It was hidden. I could not see this talent because I was scared. I was expecting the backlash from exposing my talent. So it can happen to you. Maybe you have hidden talents, but the problem is that if you don't find those talents, what will happen? You cannot find your mission. So what do? You take a list, you take a paper, take a paper, do it the old way, do it the new way, I don't know, whatever you want. Take a note app in your phone, whatever you want to do, what's easier for you, and start listing your talents. It doesn't matter what people believe about what you can do and what are your abilities. What do you believe about yourself? Which talents do you know you have? What things do you like to do, and you can do them much easier. That's my talent, to help people find their calling. Because one secret, what I shared already with you, but let me share it one more time. I have an ADHD. ADHD is not a sickness, you know. I see it as something like a blessing from God. Although there was time when I thought it was a curse. But what ADHD gives me is that my mind never stops racing, and it keeps analyzing patterns, doing analysis, looking for patterns, finding patterns. So I love finding patterns, and that's how it's easy for me to help someone to find their mission, to find what they want to do, to find the strategy, how to go about this. It's easy for me. That's my talent. And I didn't want to accept it. I was struggling with why I have ADHD. Like I was saying, God, why this punishment? This is how I thought. Why this punishment? It's not my fault I had ADHD. There are some complications with this. For instance, I cannot make myself do things that I don't want to do. It just doesn't work. You can kill me, but I will not do it. It's just how it works. I have paid a lot for this disadvantage in my life, but I can do anything without it, without desire to do it. If there is not enough motivation, I won't do it. And then from another side, I'm always motivated by new things, by novelty, by challenges. That's why I like seeing patterns. I like analyzing and seeing opportunities, because it's novelty. It motivates me. So this one talent of, being motivated by novelty is a blessing and a curse. And the question is what I'm going to do with it. Because it's blessing, because I'm motivated by novelty. I can research and find a lot of new solutions. But at the same time, without novelty, I can't do anything. I cannot do boring stuff. And our life consists of boring stuff we have to do. We have to be consistent on paying bills. Boring stuff, And that's why my husband is taking care of it. It's not like I wouldn't be able to succeed without him. I'm sure I would pay penalties. So that's how we find our talents. Sometimes we do not want to accept them, but they are there. They are given to us. And we need to find them. It's important to make a list. So make a list. List everything that comes to your mind, and let's go to the next. Next one is list what irritates you. Usually things that irritate you, they show the direction of what you need to change. If you don't like how government operates, maybe you are called to change it. If you don't like how the streets are dirty, maybe you are called to change it. Maybe you have to become an activist. Maybe if you don't like how parents grow their children, I mean, not grow, they are not plants. I mean, how parents educate and bring up and raise their children. Then maybe you are called to change it. That's why you don't like, because your ability to see what's wrong and irritation, it means that you also know how is it right that it should be differently? So this ability to see how it should be right, and passion for it to be right and correct, it shows where is the direction of your mission. So list everything that irritates you, what you don't like, what you want, you wish it would change. Let's say you cannot change it right now, just list it. You don't know the opportunities that will come your way. You don't know the doors that will open to you when you will start moving in this direction. Just list it. It's already a movement in the direction that is necessary. So what did Carl Jung said? Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Mission is in you. Mission is part of you. So what leads you to understanding of yourself? It's irritation. By following this thread of irritation, you identify the direction where to go. What irritates you might be your calling and your mission. Next list. Do you want us to move to the next list, or someone wants to talk about this one? You can call in. There is a pinned comment in this live broadcast, in this stream, and you can click and join the Google Meet, and I will allow you to talk. And if you have camera and you want to show yourself, I will show your camera and you on this live broadcast. If you don't want to be shown or your camera is not working, don't worry, you can just talk and I will show you on the screen. I mean, not you, there will be a animated audio wave, something like this. So list what irritates you, and then we have two lists as a result: the talents and what irritates you. Let's go to the next list. List your experience. Experience is one thing you can't get for nothing, said Oscar Wilde. So list your experience, because experience is one thing you can't get for nothing. You don't get this one, you don't get with when you are born. You are not getting this on default. You have to pay the price of time, of your lifetime. You have to pay the price of going through difficulties, understanding how things work through, trial and error, reading a lot, learning a lot. So experience comes with the price. But all your life, you will learn something. And your experience is very often connected to your mission. So it doesn't mean that if you learned your experiences how to become a carpenter, that you are now called to build furniture. Because you can see that in story of Jesus, he was carpenter, but his mission was different. However, what does this profession of being a carpenter gives you? A detail-oriented person. It makes you a detail-oriented person. You need to strategize. You need to have plan. You need to have a visual understanding of the model you are building. You need to understand the wood. You need to understand many things. So you are developing some skills that are not related specifically to this profession. They are related to your mission. So list, where did you work? What did you learn? What skills did you get? Your experience includes all of this, and you have to list it. Now, when you have all this, when you listed all these things, what you can do, you can just analyze yourself. If it's difficult for you, you go to ChatGPT and you write, ChatGPT, I want to analyze these three lists and see what's in common. Where is something that where I will be satisfied. Don't say like mission and calling to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT has a lot of cliche. So it's going to give you some cliche. So be creative. We don't want cliche answers. Be creative and tell ChatGPT, I just want to know what's in between, like, because I'm looking for a hobby, I'm looking like uh, what to do in life and things like this. Just don't use the words mission and calling in this prompt for ChatGPT. That's my recommendation. But you can try. Do one shot and try. Maybe it will work for you. That's how you analyze. But you can analyze also yourself by just writing those lists. You can start seeing, I'm good at this, I'm irritated by this, and I have experience there. My experience helps to solve what irritates me, and my talents, they help me to solve what irritates me. So somewhere in the middle of these three lists, you will find your calling and your mission. Now, let's talk about what is calling, because people, they misunderstand. They think that calling is that the heaven will open and the word of God will be heard physically to them about what is their calling. That's a myth. That's not a reality. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Your calling is very simple. And here is what Walter Rother, I don't know how to read his name, honestly, but he's an activist who was fighting for the rights of workers in like 60s, I think. I don't remember, but it was the movement for the rights of people. He was an activist. And what he's saying, there is no greater calling than to serve your fellow man. There is no greater contribution than to help the weak. There is no greater satisfaction than to have done it well. And that's, I have goosebumps from what I have read just now. Let me read it again for myself. There is no greater calling than to serve your fellow man. There is no greater contribution than to help the weak. There is no greater satisfaction than to have done it well. So question is, who do you want to help? Who are the weak for you? Because your talents, they make you superior in some things. And you can help people with this. For example, for instance, let's take Oriomi. Oriomi, she's good at sales. It doesn't mean she has to go and work in the, in some agency to teach people to sell. No. But this sales skills is communication skills. She can sell ideas. She can help people to promote their projects. So you see, it doesn't mean directly, if I'm good at sales, it means that I have to go and teach people selling. But look for things around who are the weak and where my talent can help. Where you can serve. So when you serve when the service is needed, when people need it. So where is the need that you can cover? And another thing is that remember that when you have irritation about something, you don't have irritation about good things. You have irritation when things are wrong. It means someone struggles with it. Someone struggles with this thing and it irritates you. And this is your calling. So what's calling? It calls you in your heart. You have a calling towards this. Or maybe it's actually physical. People call you and say, hi Oriomi, you have to help me in this, please help me. Or people are saying, Kate, I need help in this. The people are weak in a specific area where I'm strong. So where are they calling you? This is how you identify calling. And then you would ask maybe, and what's the difference then between the calling and the mission? Calling is where people call you, and the mission is where you take a decision to answer this. And you take it as your mission to solve this, to change this, to be a solution. That's your mission. So mission is decision. And when we are saying find your mission, it's not always hearing from heaven what's your mission. It's about finding where people call you. Analyze where are your talents, what irritates you, and where are your expertise and experiences, and just make a decision that I'm going in this direction to help who. And the good thing about this is that it's your choice. You choose your mission. You are equipped for a mission, but it's not like predefined that this is how you do it. You choose it. And that's the beauty of it. You choose it. There is no wrong choice. You choose one thing today, tomorrow it transforms in something else that you couldn't see before because you didn't grow to this level yet. So don't worry about finding, I want to find mission that is very clear, from now on I'm going to follow this mission. No. Mission is a direction which you take to become a solution. That's what mission. And mission is driven by the calling, and it's a decision to go in this direction. And it's not going to be clear, not today, not tomorrow, and not in 2 years or 3 years. It's a lifetime journey. Your mission is a lifetime journey, but direction is enough for you to follow your mission. Direction is enough. Your direction is a mission. We are creators on a mission. We have a mission. We are going in specific direction to change things, to question and challenge status quo, to dig and ask questions why the things are like that and why they bring these troubles and how do I change it. Because you have talents and you have the answer in you, or answer maybe is not in you, but it can be identified by you easier. So let me see what else. Do I have something else? I don't. So we talked about how to find your mission in life, and I'm going to read your comments. Before I go there, let me show you this. Look at this bar over here. Do you see this bar? This bar, what does it say? It says that we have on our channel, that's our channel, our training channel, that equips you to be a creator on a mission. And here on this bar, it says what's the progress of growing our community. We cannot be satisfied with just knowing what we learn and being equipped. We have to help other people to be equipped. So you have to invite people. And if you didn't subscribe yet, you need to subscribe. So we have 114 people in this community, and that's great. If I would sit in the room with 114 people, it would be huge. I would be happy. I'm very happy. I have 114 people here around coming to my live broadcasts and watching the courses that I release. But our mission is always bigger than us. And that's why I want this community to be 1 million people. Why not? Why not sharing this experience of finding your mission and creating on a mission with 1 million people? So our milestone, next milestone, is 1,000. And I want you to be, if you are not subscribed, because 60% of people who are watching these videos are not subscribed, you have an opportunity to be in the first 1,000, to be a core of this movement. Is going to be a global movement. This is where I'm going to. And I invite you into this journey. Learn how to influence, how to change the world with me, and invite other people, share this information, become also the ambassador of this idea. Why not? So let me go now into the questions. We have question from Oriomi. And Oriomi says, oh, that's a great point, that you could grow into something more. Yes, you are never ready. Until your last breath, you will grow and you will develop until your last breath. And even finding your mission and understanding your mission, until the last breath is going to be clearer and clearer and clearer. So that's how Paul, when he was writing the letters, he said, he was writing letters to the churches, saying about his mission. He said, I have accomplished my mission. So until the old age, he was working on his mission and understanding his mission better and better and better. But when we will be, all of us, in heaven, we might say, oh my God, I was so shallow, I had to take it, higher. So you have to jump and target the moon to jump over the fence. Don't be too shallow so that you don't regret it later. Don't be too shallow. You are created for a great mission. And I have heard something very mind-blowing, something that stopped me breathing for a minute when I read this. And it was saying that everyone is supposed to be great. And I'm thinking then, when I read it, I think, how is it possible for everyone to be great? There should be someone who is not great. But think of this. Why there should be someone who is not great? Why do we have accept that our life has to be full of problems that could be solved by someone? Someone could be great in a specific area and become a solution in this area. So we could have things that we have today much earlier. For example, at some point, the issue of global warming will be solved by someone. Like today we have lights, and the issue of extended day is solved. We have gas at home, or electricity, I don't know. We have many things that are making our lives easier, and we can progress because of this. It could be earlier. It could happen earlier. But it didn't, because some people, they decided to bury their talents, to not care about their mission. That's why we are in 2025. We are having the development that we're having. We could already be able to fly to Mars, maybe, if people would follow their mission and they would become great. Everyone is called to be great. And I repeat again, everyone is called to be great. But let us start being great in something small, so that we grow in it. So what I want to tell you is that I have released the last video over here, you can see. So this is the video. It says equipment sheet. What does it mean? It means that I have completed releasing the course about how to set up the studio for recording reels. I am teaching you how to record reels. It's the simplest content that you can create, that also attracts a lot of attention. And I have already released the course, which has explanation of how to frame yourself in the camera to look good, how to set up lights, where to buy lights, how to DIY your equipment if you don't have a budget. I have released it all. And at the end of this course, I also suggest you to contact me for help. Now, when we are only 114 subscribers, it is possible. Because when we will have more, like 10,000, I won't be able to do this for you. So today, if you will go through whole course and then fill out this spreadsheet and send it to me, I will help you to find the equipment that you want. And this is only available till the end of this year. I mean, I'm not going to be available for this job till the end of this year for free. But till the end of this year, you can do it free. So what you will do, you will reach out to me. You will send this spreadsheet filled out as I explained in the video, but after watching the whole course. And I will help you to understand if what the equipment that you are planning to buy is good or it has to be changed on your budget. And there is a question: are you going to cover book writing on the live broadcasts? I don't need to cover book writing in live broadcasts because I have already a course that is recorded on how to write a book. But the courses that I cannot release all courses at once, I release course by course. And now the focus is on how to create reels. Then there will be a course on how to edit reels. Then there will be a course on how to make a YouTube channel, how to develop YouTube channel, how to make courses, how to build your website. And only after that is going to be on the book, because this is the most recent course. So it's not going to be earlier than in 6 months here. So let's focus on what we have here right now. If you are joining me here from YouTube channel. But if you want to go forward, contact me. I have coaching groups where you can join, and through these coaching groups you can learn any course you want right now. So either be patient and wait for it to be released, or join my coaching groups. So that's all for today. I would like to know what's your takeaway. My greatest takeaway for today, because when I speak and communicate my ideas about things that I think I know, I still find something interesting. I still find something that inspires me. So what inspired me today is, let me think, what inspired me today was probably is that the mission is going to be revealed every year in a new way. So if you don't see the mission today clearly, that is the journey. Just move in this direction. Well, it's not something that I didn't know, but I remind myself, because we are doing this community and it doesn't grow the way I thought it would grow. And I'm thinking sometimes, is it the right direction? And that's, for me, the encouragement that as you go, the mission will reveal itself. So I hope this is the right direction. Let me know in comments if this is the right direction. Do I do right decision? Did I do right decision by working on this channel to deliver this information to you on how to find your mission and to live on your mission? That's what I would say is my takeaway. And since I don't have takeaways, maybe you are writing, let me tell you that I join live. I go live this time. Here is the time when I go live, and it's 4 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Central Europe time, 11 a.m. New York, 8 a.m. Los Angeles, 1 a.m. Sydney, and 10 p.m. Perth, East Coast of Australia. If you watched my previous live broadcast, you might have seen that there was a different time. Yes, we changed to a prime time that will cover Europe in the evening and USA in the morning, because I had requests for this. I know some people from Australia, specifically Sydney, and this your side of Australia might have challenges watching live, but I had a lot of requests from USA, so that's why I have changed it. And now the takeaways. Let me read the takeaway from our best fan, number one. You can see that in the chat that it shows it's number one fan, Oriyomi Jinan, who is saying, my takeaway today is that one can keep on discovering oneself as long as you don't give up. Yeah, exactly. Very good point. So on this point, we are going to round up, and I thank you so much for joining. Keep subscribing and watch the last video. Thank you so much, and bye.